Your 10-minute video this morning is to really get your spine woken up. So we focus on lots of mobility through all planes of movement here. We finish off with some extension and a little bit of buttocks work, and at the end you can just stay in that child's pose or rest position for as long as you like if you have the time, just to really calm the nervous system down and really get your mind focused for the rest of the day. So grab your mat and let's enjoy together. Come down onto the mat on your hands and knees with your knees under your hips and your hands under your shoulders. Find the neutral spine alignment and begin breathing in through your nose, allowing the ribs to float out to the sides on the in-breath, and as you breathe out, the ribs softening down and in and gently engaging through pelvic floor. Continue breathing in this way, and the next time as you breathe out, curl up into a cat stretch. Breathe in to come back to that neutral spine. Breathe out as you curl up into your cat stretch, deepening pelvic floor connection, and breathing in to return to neutral. And again, breath out as you curl up, drop the head, looking through to the legs, and breathing in to lengthen from the sit bones to the crown of the head. Breath out again, gather up through lower tummy, pelvic floor, feel the stretch through the spine, and breathe in to lengthen to neutral. Walk your hands a little further forward, and then sit back into the rest position. Bend the elbows, press up, and then press back to the hips. Bend the elbows, draw the chest forward and up, press up, reaching through the crown. Sitting back towards the heels, breathe out, breathe in, bend the elbows, press up into extension, and send the hips back towards the heels again. Bending the elbows, draw the chest up and forward, reach through the crown, and send the hips back towards the heels. Take a nice rest there and breathe in through the nose and a long out breath through the mouth. Another breath in through the nose and a long breath out through the mouth in the rest position. And one more time, breathing in deeply, and as you breathe out, roll back up onto your heels and come forward to the edge of your mat. Bring your feet around, knees bent, feet hip-width apart, arms reaching forward. And as you breathe out, curl back over the sit bones into a C curve as far as you can, and breathe in to sit back up tall. So as we roll back here, breathing out, trying to roll over the buttock flesh and deepen the lower tummy connection, and breathe in as you sit tall, lengthening the spine. So we should feel this through the lower tummy area here as we scoop back, not in our lower back. So if you're feeling it in the lower back, just make the curl smaller so it's localized in the abdominal area. Breathe out as you curl back, take the legs up for single leg stretch. Change for 10, reaching down the outside of your leg towards your ankle to encourage you to come up nice and high. Breathe out as you change the legs and reach them forward in as the knee comes towards you. So breathing out and come all the way down to the mat, hug the knees into the chest. Take hold of the knees and do some nice big hip circles here, drawing them in as you breathe in and out as you reach out. Try to use your arms and relax your legs so you get the most out of this exercise, loosening the hips and the lower back with using the arms. Roll up to sitting, take the arms, hands behind the head, and come into a twist towards the bent knee, and change, and change, and change, breathing out as you reach the armpit towards the hip on the opposite side of the torso. Squeezing out through the center as you twist the body, really going for the spinal twist. Come all the way down onto the mat, hands on top of the shins, draw them in, and some nice big hip circles here, again to loosen the lower back and relieve the hips. Breathe out as the legs move away, and breathe in as they come towards you. Use the arms, take the knees up to tabletop as we go for side to side here. So we're breathing in as we move across to one side, and breathing out as we draw back. Keep the ribs square on the mat, so draw back through the opposite shoulder and rib cage as you roll the knees across, and use the abdominals to pull the legs and hips back to the central position. Take the legs down, hands down beside your hips. Take a breath in, breathe out as you roll up for bridging. Breathe in as the arms float overhead. Breathe out as you melt the spine down back to neutral. Breathe in as the arms come back up and over. If the arms are too complicated, just leave them by your side. But as you roll up here, reach through the knees so that they reach past the toes, really opening up your hips and engaging your buttocks and back of your legs. Breathe out as you curl up, reach the knees, press into the feet. Breathe in, arms reach overhead. Breath out, melt your spine into the mat all the way to neutral. Breathe in, hands back to your side. Let's take the legs up to tabletop now for assisted roll up. So you breathe out as you curl forward, pressing the legs into the hands to sit up, and come around now onto your tummies. Hands reaching out in front of you, shoulder width apart, and then breathe out as you drag the arms along the ground, lifting the chest up and forward, and in as you come back down. So imagine you're almost dragging yourself forward as you pull the arms towards you along the ground. Feel the shoulders roll out and down as you come up into your extension, and make sure your head doesn't come up too high. Come up as you breathe out, raise the legs, and we'll go for a little swimming legs here. Trying to get those thigh bones up off the floor, keep the knees straight, engage through pelvic floor, pelvis pressing forward as we keep swimming with the legs. Now turn them out, and we go for little heel beats, squeezing the inner thighs together as we breathe out, 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 out. Keep drawing up through pelvic floor, lower tummy, rolling the shoulders out and down, and lower back. Press back into the rest position, stretching forward. Reach the hands forward on your mat to press your buttocks further towards your heels here. Slow your breathing down, breathing in nice and deep, and breathing out all the way. Roll up, sitting back towards the heels, and let's come around onto your side, sitting up for mermaid. One leg forward, one leg just bent behind you. You can see here I'm rolling my hip forward and back, and this is to allow my hips to release so I can get my buttocks further to the floor for this next little bit. Take the arms out to the side, and up and over you go to the right hand side. Breathe in to lift tall, breath out, side bend the other way, looking towards the floor. Use your side muscles to help you sit up here. So use your breath in as a way of helping you lift tall, and your breath out to get a little deeper into that flexion on the side. Breath out, up and over. Breathe in to lift. Breathe out as you come up and over. Add a twist with the upper body, twisting the torso towards the hand on the floor, and then breathe in and open the chest and look up towards the hand if it's okay on the neck. Breathe out as you twist the torso towards the hand. Breathe in as you open the chest, open the eye gaze towards the ceiling. Breath out to twist. Breathe in to open, keep the opposite buttocks on the floor as much as you can here while you just twist from the waist up. Coming up, change sides. Same thing. Holding there, hold onto the shins, pull back gently through the spine to get a deeper stretch. Pull the tummy muscles in and up. And then coming up into a half a teaser, legs up in front, reach the hands forward, scoop back through the belly, and change legs to the other side. Arms are out to the side. Roll the hip first forward and then back. I feel that rotation right through the spine. So as though the hip starts, this little rotation that then happens through the spine, and we're just trying to loosen up through all those little muscles in the hips so that we can allow that sit bone or that bottom cheek to sit on the mat. Arms out to the side, up and over you go, stretching away from the front leg. Breathe in as you lift tall, breath out, side bend. Feel the side body open with the exhalation. The in-breath helps you sit up tall. The exhalation helps you get deeper into the stretch. Breath in, breath out. Trying to keep both sit bones or bottom cheeks on the mat, and use the breath to facilitate the movement. Now for some rotation here, turn the upper body towards the hand and breathe in, opening the chest and the eye gaze to the ceiling. Breath out, scoop from the abdominals, press the buttock cheek down. Breath in, open the chest. Breath out as you turn towards the hand on the floor. Breathe in, open the chest. And last one, breath out, turn and breathe in, open the chest. Breathe in, sit tall. Side bend the opposite way. Have a little extra stretch there. Grab your shin with both hands, draw back through the abdominals and take a deeper stretch here through the spine as you sort of pull away from that leg, facilitating the stretch with a pulling action through the arms. Breathe in, unravel, come up to your half a teaser, legs are out in front. Up at tabletop, reach your hands towards your toes, pull back through your abdominals, lift your chest and hold, hold, cross the legs in front, sitting nice and tall. Allow your hips to open, close your eyes and take a few minutes here to breathe through before you begin the rest of your day.